Why you stunting on the block? You can invest that money, get funded by some stocks. I'd rather make a punchline than punch into a clock. Life is hard, but you won't change it just wishing on a star. Cause you can miss this like you in the dark. This beat is intimate, so you can really feel my heart. System built for us to fail. Cause we moved out to the burbs and still get cuffed up in a cell.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be our visitors taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
Cam Little to kick off.
Here now is Cam Little out to get us started. And off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. They'll look to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 50 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll set up a throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 8. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the foot. second down. When you look at this defense, they enter play one from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
At the 47-yard line. They'll run here with a rookie. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. The Falcons have 3 and 10 now on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week.
And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. They'll look to throw here on first down. Left side, he's got Robinson. Across midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's second down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Second and 5. Robinson hauling it in outright. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards. That's good. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll look to throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Back to throw again. Touchdown! A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Joshua Hardy to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
When you look at this defense, they enter play one from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw Penix. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 33 yards that time.
Goal at the 9-yard line.
To throw again is Penix. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. From 8 yards out. And the Falcons are back within a score. Now the try here for the point after. The PAT good. It will draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Cam Little to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start with a run by Tracy. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, oh, that one getting right up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
19 Lions. Let's go.
A play fake. Now Penix. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A yard all they need, but it's third down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Penix. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now Penix. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 2. Throwing again, Penix. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
To the air, Penix. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Falcons, first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Let's go now. Hawks, 18, Pioneers.
They'll throw with Penix. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
In motion, the tight end. They'll come out throwing here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now Ellington lost the football. It's out. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and do this, and the pressure gets to him again. James Pierce in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there just before halftime. 54 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And got his man complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Let's go now. Back to 60. Back to 60.
They'll throw now on the final play. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that deep.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 51 yards. And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
The score. Visitors 24, Falcons 21. To kick off.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good
pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Jalen Walker picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Under pressure, they got him again. Jalen Walker in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's got his big tight end here. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Wan'Dale Robinson, 27 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The career is my stake when you in your prime. The paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a piece of mind. I've been focused on the future, never.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, exactly right, partner. They're a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense? When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll go play action here with Penix. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
2nd and 13 at the 33-yard line.
And looking to throw, Penix. Now he's going to step up and run. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's going to have the Falcons' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 11.
2nd and 2. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Penix to the air once more. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Falcons are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Visitors 31, Falcons 28. Cam Little to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
To Terry McLaurin. A gain of 14. 1st down, Chicago.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Tracy going to get it on 1st down. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And we talked about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And 3rd and 1 now.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Chicago.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he is is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Terry McLaurin from a yard out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. 38. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Falcons take over first and 10.
Being on some chill.
35-yard line.
Real quick. They be on their rap to pay the bills.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Looking to throw, Penix.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down.
Second and 3.
Back to throw here.
Now Penix going to hold on to it. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
19 tight, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. When the ref, let's go right here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
46-yard line.
A play fake. Now Penix. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Let's go. 60 by 6.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So it wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
Now Penix going to hold on to it, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
70 line, 7 Pirate, 7 Pirate. I got him, man, I got him. He's mine.
Here's Penix.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On the bootleg, it's Penix.
He throws as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is caught. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 50 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
1st and goal.
Now they'll empty out the backfield. They'll look to throw here.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Wandale Robinson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
2nd and 10. To the air, Penix. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Penix. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll throw with Penix. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Falcons 35. Cam Little to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
First down and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. To about the 40-yard line. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On play action, they'll throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll set up a throw. He's got his target. That's complete. There he goes again. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. James Pierce able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Let's go.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tyrone Tracy. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Viking 18. Go straight. We got it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Now Pennick's going to hold on to it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on 3rd down. Really should have a better game plan installed for how to contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the I mean, really, Charles.